I'm a local dance artist and I've been involved with working throughout the East Midlands for over the last 25 years. Using my practice, I thought that that would be a great way of evolving this project and helping early years practitioners to look out for visual impairment in children. Over the last few months I've been going into a whole variety of early year settings, and Hand in Hand Preschool was one of the ones where they had a whole school training and they really engaged. They are taken through the resource pack through a practical way, so they actually experience it in their own right.
The various tasks involved in this project are orientated towards early years and foundation stage curriculum. Now, the need for this has arisen because a child of that age, for example the nursery age, doesn't have the ability to intellectualize what they can see and what they can't see. So therefore it was felt that this project was needed for that purpose. The nursery pack will enable practitioners to identify any visual difficulties, but also it will enable them to do this whilst fulfilling the early years foundation stage curriculum goals as well.
The activities in the pack are really good, particularly for children our age. I think they're very age appropriate and the children love doing them. There's a nice variety. The staff really enjoyed the training, and it's good that they've actually been able to put that training into practice, because it made us realise that actually we don't promote children going to the opticians, and through these activities we could see how that we could pick up problems that children had with their sight.
In my own key group I had 2 children who had squints, so it actually helped with tracking what they could see, what they couldn't see, how far they could see. All the children love scarves, love them, and so it's easy to be able to see if they're following the scarves, if they're copying the moves. It's a fun way to be able to observe them properly.
So the activities in the pack were created and designed to help early years practitioners observe the children. So by observing them on a very close scale, they would be able to notice if there were any issues with the children's eyes. So the 7 activities take the children through a whole range of things. So some of the activities are about getting real close eye-to-eye contact, so something like peekaboo. Then we have dancing with a feather, which is about watching how the child can track a moving object that moves in its own way.
We found the training really helpful, especially as we have quite a few children who have eyesight problems. It has helped me to be better equipped at looking for and finding children who have sight problems, and also speaking to the parents to refer them on to eye specialists. So it's been a lot easier to communicate with parents as to why their children have maybe not been learning it as quickly as the others.
I'm hoping that this pack will emphasise the importance of taking children for regular eye checkups at the opticians. Quite often parents are not aware of how often they should be taking their child, so I'm hoping that with this pack they'll be made aware of the fact that they need to take their child on a regular basis, because a visual test at the opticians is not only about checking if their child needs glasses. So from that the clinician would be able to identify whether there is a visual disorder. So we've also got to think about the impact it has, because if a child is missed out with regards to their visual impairment, that affects their development, and that affects their development not only from a cognitive perspective but also from an emotional perspective, from a physical perspective and from a social perspective. So all those things are impacted when a child has a visual impairment, and if we don't pick these things up they may be delayed in their development. So that's why it's really important.